If you've been watching my channels for a little while now, you might know that I've been talking about this brother for a long period of time. Tosin Adarabioyo. I'm sorry about his last name. It's so complicated to pronounce at the moment, but I'm gonna learn. I learned how to pronounce Chukwuemeka, Ugo Chukwu, Arrizabalaga. At Chelsea Football Club, we have some complicated names. We ended up by calling Azpilicueta Dev because it was so complicated. But hey, I will get it right. I'm not gonna try to disrespect him, so I'm gonna call him Tosin. This brother is about to sign for Chelsea Football Club, but like I said, I've been talking about him for months. I think the first video that I made about him was October or November 2023. He wasn't linked with Chelsea Football Club back then. It was just me suggesting some players for Chelsea defense. And when I heard that he refused to sign a new contract with Fulham, he's gonna be a free agent. He's been frozen by Marco Silva. They are trying to force him to sign a contract. They were using the same tactics that many teams are going to use. Even Chelsea Football Club with Andreas Christensen, when he didn't want to sign a contract and then he was excluded from the team. You know, we played the game a little bit, but he ended up by leaving as a free agent. And we also let Rudiger go on free. It still hurt until today how we couldn't keep them in the team, but that part of life. So I'm super happy that we're gonna sign Tosin on free. And remember, free is not really free in football. That means the money is going to his pocket and his agent instead of going to Fulham. That's basically what it means. And if we have to pay him 10 million agent fee, you know, that is probably less than what we could have paid if we bought him from Fulham. It was going to cost between 40 to 50 million. So we're gonna end up by saving money because sign-on fee and agent fee is gonna be less than the transfer fee. And in the book, it's going to help us because we're going to claim him as a free agent. So it's a win-win situation here. He's a homegrown because he came through the Manchester City Academy. And when you come from that academy, we all know that you must be very good on the ball. The guy is really good on the ball. He's tall. Probably he's going to be the tallest centre-back at Chelsea. He's very calm on the ball. Reminds me a little bit of John Stones and Andreas Christensen. They are not exactly the same people, but you know, the same kind of profile. And I know that Enzo Maresca is going to make him a killing machine. He's going to be inverted even in the midfield. And we're going to see a completely different player at Chelsea Football Club. Why he didn't make it at Manchester City? Well, we all know that even Cole Palmer didn't make it there. Over there, when you are a youngster, you have to wait for a long period of time because there are so many world-class players ahead of you. And I think he made a good decision to move to quote-unquote small club in order to have playing time week in, week out. He's 26 years old at the moment, very good age. It's not his prime yet because for a centre-back, you still learning. At 28, 30 years old is where you mature. So I'm very confident that this brother is going to help us a lot. He's tall. He's like a tank. And we are struggling a little bit in the defense because of the height. And I'm super happy about it. However, I'm sad because at the same time, we're going to lose Trevoh Chalobh. I think it's over. Trevoh Chalobh is going to be sold for pure profit, but I think we should have kept Trevoh Chalobh. I think they can play together. I think we still need another centre-back. Thiago Silva is gone. Levi Colwill is injury-prone. Badiashile is injury prone. Disasi is error prone. And I don't want to even talk about Fofana. Wesley Fofana basically didn't play the entire season. He got the worst injuries you can imagine. A broken leg, an ACL injury. I don't think that he's going to be world class anymore. He's going to be afraid of putting tackles or playing hard because of his injury record. And he's just going to be an average player. I've never seen anybody that had an ACL injury, surgery, and came back to world-class level. They always struggle with niggles here and there because of that big surgery cost them, the balance. They can't really perform to a very top level. Todd Boehly got an opportunity to make it right. Okay? If he managed to give a new contract to Trevoh Chalobh and Conor Gallagher, people are going to change their mind. Because apparently, Poch left. One of the reasons is he tried to keep Conor Gallagher and also Trevoh Chalobh. So if we end up by giving them new contract, keeping them in the team, people will see Pochettino as a liar. Because you said one thing and the owners did another thing. And it's not like you are doing them a favor, but because they are very important to the team and they are better than the players that we are buying. Are you going to tell me that somebody like Disasi is better than Trevoh Chalobh? Think about it. Are you telling me that Lavia is all of a sudden better than Gallagher just because he had one good season and he scored against Chelsea Football Club when he was playing for Southampton? You never know. It's a big unknown. And Lavia didn't even play the entire season. But some people are so convinced that he's the next coming of Jesus and Gallagher is the problem at Chelsea Football Club just because of our own mindset and hate toward Cobham Academy. Todd Boehly, you have this chance here to prove everybody wrong by keeping the soul of the team. The soul of your team is supposed to be local boys. And I'm not even English, right? I just consider myself as the citizen of the world. To unite people, we are all the same. Black, white, yellow, red, whatever color you are, whatever language you speak, we are all brothers and sisters. Discrimination, xenophobia, tribalism that I see in the Chelsea community, sickening evil, pure evil. The same statistics that Conor Gallagher got, Trevoh Chalobh got. If you give the same statistics to Enzo or anybody from another country, my Lord, they were going to be praised like Jesus. But because it's Gallagher, it doesn't count. Be careful what you wish for. One Nigerian in, another Nigerian out. Victor Osimhen to Chelsea is almost out of the equation. According to Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea are not even thinking about it. It's about the price he's going to cost, and it's also about the money you're going to pay him on salary. He's going to cost too much money that Chelsea can't afford now. In the price of Victor Osimhen, you can buy 2 or 3 solid players that can make your team better instead of one player that will take all the money and probably not gonna perform to the level that you expect. Big money, big expectations. Everybody knows that I am not a big fan of Osimhen. I'm a big fan of Boniface. They are all my brothers from Nigeria. I don't hate anybody, but if you give me a choice, I will go for Boniface because I like his profile. I like the way he participates to the game defensively, offensively, in the midfield. Victor Osimhen is kind of a one-dimensional player. He's not a big game player, you know, like big event. We wanted to see something in the African Cup of Nations when Nigeria needed a goal. We needed him to do something. He didn't do anything. In big games in the Champions League, against Barcelona or Real Madrid or whatever, he doesn't do anything. He scored a lot of goals against like Lecce or Como, you know, small teams in Italy. He was good when they won the Scudetto, but the season after that, he was just okay, you know, okay. I don't think the level that people try to put him online is the same on the pitch. If we end up by signing Osimhen somehow, I will praise him. I will come here and tell you that he's better than Haaland. He's better than Lukaku. He's better than Kentucky Fried Chicken. Don't get me wrong. The moment you sign for Chelsea Football Club, you are my boy. You are the best in the world. I'm not going to put you down. But I don't really have the feeling for this brother Osimhen at Chelsea. I think he's going to come with a lot of pressure and it could turn sour. Everybody's talking about the next coming of Didier Drogba. Come on. Drogba was like 25 goals, 15 assists. Stop comparing them. Drogba is Drogba and nobody will ever be Drogba. I heard that Arsenal are trying to sign Osimhen, which is going to be good because Arsenal are a very good team that need that profile, that target man. The team is already solid for 6 years together. And if Osimhen join Arsenal, they're going to win the league and they might even win the Champions League because the team is already working very well. But you come to Chelsea in a very young team that need to learn a new system, he might struggle and people are going to hate him and starting him online and not being patient. So Osimhen, good luck to Arsenal. Now Arsenal, you have to leave us alone. Sesko need to come to Chelsea. That is the kind of profile Chelsea need right now. Young, energetic, powerful, good in air. He's a tank just like Haaland, 6'6". This is the kind of profile Chelsea need right now. And I'm talking about profile because not necessarily the name. I'm talking about profile here. If you can find Joshua Zirkzee or somebody else who can do that role, I'll be okay. But what I am not going to do is to spend more than 60 million on a striker. Every time we spend too much money on a striker, we struggle.